All right, so let's take everything that we've learned and just apply it to these 4 chords that we've been using. So we've been playing the D minor 7th, the D major 7th, the C major 7th, and the C minor 7th. So let's just apply everything. Let's apply the 1-5-9, let's apply the wave, let's apply bass notes, arpeggios, scales to solo in, like how many sharps or flats we would solo in. And just use all of these to create an improvisation. Like if you were just sitting down at a piano, you want to express yourself, you want to play some cool music, then let's play the 1-5-9. Let's start off with this. This is what I'm going to start off with. So I'll start off with 1-5-9, and then I'll play the rootless right here for D minor 7th. So it'll just be kind of like get them into the improvisation first, you know. So I'm just playing the rootless going up here. Now I'll do it for this as well. So I'm going to go to C minor 7th. So just arpeggios there. So then maybe right now I want to go to something else. Maybe I want to come up from this down here, and I'm going to play the D minor 7th right here, and then just... bass note. Arpeggio. Arpeggio, bass note, and say I want to do something else. So let's go to D major, 2-3-5-7. There I went to D minor 7th there. It was like a really nice change, right? Went to C major 7th there. So there what I'm doing actually is I'm just taking that rootless and I'm playing the third, or I'm dropping this pinky note, right? So I'm playing this chord, then I'm going to play the full chord, then I'll play just this chord without the pinky, then I'll play the full chord with the E here. But you can do this for any rootless, but it sounds really cool. So it sounds like... And you kind of switch between this 4th finger and then this pinky finger. So these are all just ideas that you can incorporate into your playing. Like you can play the bass notes, you can play the wave chords, you can play the 1-5-9, and then we're just weaving an improvisation, just like we did for our 4-1 progression, our 4-3-2-1. We're just using all of these things to express ourselves. So to create this this tension right here, I kind of start off with, and see how I slow down as I come up? I really want to bring out that tension and just make the audience feel that like... And then I wait. You feel this? Do you feel this? There's like this tension right before I'm going to play this, this C minor chord. It's just built up, right? And you have to feel that too when you're playing. Like when you're improvising like this, I feel a lot of tension, you know, I feel this like power, like... And then it makes me want to go somewhere else. You know, I want to go from this D minor 7, this really low 159 stuff, to up here. So I'm only using the Dorian scale as the solo on this. And I'm also using a lot of arpeggiated stuff. I'm using like a 3, 5, 7, 9 here. And I'll use little licks like that. So my lick right there was starting from here. And I just moved it up in the Dorian scale that I was in, which is D Dorian. So da 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 da, that's E, F, G, E, and I moved all the notes up. You can do that, you know, then you get kind of crazy, you know, like bring a lot of tension, a lot of power, and then bam, then you play the other chord, right? So I'm gonna go. Do you see how that like? It just starts building tension, it's getting more, and then you go bam, and you play this C minor chord. So we've just been going kind of from this D minor 7th chord to the C minor 7th chord, and I was just building tension. And you build tension by either, you know, going up, you get faster, or slower sometimes too, like we were doing before, like the. But what I was doing was I was just building tension by going faster and going higher up on the piano. And these are all ideas that you can use like when you're improvising. And so take all of this stuff, this 159, this arpeggio stuff, let's, you know, going up in octaves rather than just staying in one place. Take the arpeggios, the bass notes. See, I'm just weaving all these techniques together. I'm just picking up whatever I want at that moment. Then maybe make a lick, right? Like we were doing. So that's my lick. Da 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 da. So there I landed on this flat 7th for the C minor 7th chord. And let's incorporate some of the major 7th stuff. So we're like D major 7th. So let's do some of this, this 2, 3, 5, 7 stuff. This stuff sounds really good over that the hip hop beat, right? So you can either do this just on your own or like with the beat, but like, right? That's what we were doing. So it's like. You could add the bass note there. Let's try that with the beat. And I know you're not always going to have a hip hop beat to play with, but if you're just playing by yourself, you can do the exact same thing. So that's just a lot of ideas, you know, like you can do the 159 wave, bass note, play the minor chords, play this major chord stuff with the arpeggios, and use the major chords and the minor chords to give like a shift to each other. So majors just sound so different from minor chords. So if I go like, so I'm soloing in D major for a little bit. really emphasize that change of the third or the seventh note, this F sharp, C sharp to the F and C, it'll really just feel different. So watch this. So that felt like a change, right? It felt like, and whenever you go to any of these chords, it'll just try to make it seem like a change, like, because it is, because you're going from D minor 7 to C major 7th, and you're just constantly going between these different types of chords. So if I was going to just make a total improvisation out of this, then I'm going to combine all these elements of, tension, release, just building that tension and then playing arpeggios, scales. So I would start off with, like, I want to start off slow. So okay, so that's just like an improvisation that I just made, just using all the stuff that we learned. So just watch that, and just copy some of the stuff that I did if it sounds good to you. And so that's the end of break pack number 2. We learned this C minor, C major, D minor, D major. And so in break pack number 3, we're going to work on more of like rhythms and, how am I syncopating my left hand with my right hand, and because, you know, I'm not just playing some chords like straight down like that. I'm doing this crazy arpeggio stuff and you know, I'm just kind of syncopating both of my hands. So let's get into that in break pack number 3.